What's up, guys? James from Resto Quad. We're out here at Carolina Adventure World. We had a great ride today. I'm out here with Will from Wheeler Bros. One of our original fans on our page, liking and commenting a lot. They welcomed us out here today on this great ride we had. So, we're finishing up for the day. We're all packed up. We're getting ready to go. But before we go, I wanted to hook him and the crew up with some new headlights. They're going to get both version 1 and version 2 of the Resto Quad headlights. We had a great time together, blast, showing love for the people that show us love. So, yeah, it was a great day. And we hope to do it again soon, really. Yeah, awesome. So appreciate you.
Awesome meeting you.
Yeah,
love this product.
Yeah, let's give him a sneak peek. This right here. You're gonna get the this is Harn 7, it's called. It's basically just giving you a plug and play hookup for your DRL without going with the whole turn signal street legal harness. Get some stickers in there, of course, our business card, and give you a little peek of the version 1. So that's version 1. Got a little aggressive DRL on the side. Your low beam, and this is actually a target beam. It's not called a high beam. It's more of a centralized addition of light, and that's the version 1. While I got you here, we'll pop open the version 2, and you'll see some of the visual differences. This light, big change in this is the orientation of the DRL. So it's the whole bottom of the light. Has a sequential turn signal if you're going to go with turn signals. And the big change in this guy is the D-lens projector. Gives more of a modern car look out on the road. And it has a traditional high beam rather than that target beam. But either way, they're plug and play. Plug right into your stock connector. Plug into our wiring harnesses. You get a 3-year warranty. For these guys, it's pretty much a lifetime warranty, because I'm sure we'll be seeing each other in the future on the trails. We're local.
100%.
We'll be hitting a lot of places together, so we'll make sure to take care of you. But yeah, so what is it? 110 millimeter, and you take that off, unplug it, and you'll be good to go with strapping on new lights.
That's awesome.
For the next night ride out here at Carolina Adventure World. Right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, no doubt.
You guys are a huge blessing. We really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no problem. We appreciate
100%.
you. Thank you.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, cool.
I can't wait to put this on.
Yeah, you'll be loving it. You'll be loving it.
100%, 100%. Yeah, thank you again.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Ciao. What's up, we the bros, and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you like that little excerpt there. That is actually from our V1 video. Andrew and I took the time to install the East Tennessee Trail Riders V1 Resto Quad lights onto the Raptor 700R. And today, we're going to be taking the old, junky, crappy, nasty stock lights, because I never cleaned them, and we're going to be getting rid of them. Now, for the new. So just like the last box, we're going to go ahead and pop this tab here. And the obvious first noticeable difference is that with the packaging, there's a foam pad at the top, which is just added protection, which is nice. The box is about, I would say, maybe an inch and a half smaller. And the same thing comes in these. We have his card. We have his Banshee sticker, which is the one I really like. Just have to say that again. We have the Raptor Resto Quad sticker, and we also have the actual Resto Quad with just the actual name itself. It also comes with the connectors. These connectors, if you haven't watched the first video, are for the harness. If you're like us and you do off-road stuff, if you have a street legal harness that is bought directly from the Resto Quad website, then you won't need these connectors, nor will you need the additional wire, which I believe is in here somewhere, but we're not going to get to that yet because I'm going to have to unpack the headlights first, because the packaging is just a hair different. So first and foremost, this is how it comes. They're covered in bubble wrap, and you can also tell that the ceramic stuff that almost looks like saran wrap is blue. The shrink wrap, I think that's what it is, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna weasel this out. Then I'm going to take it out of this real quickly. Just like that. It's out. And then obviously the DRL, the daytime running light, is obviously longer. It has that corner piece that's here as well, but it continues all the way down this front stretch. These also have a startup animation. That is a something I said in the last video that I was incorrect on. The V1s do not have a startup animation, which is really cool. These are the same connectors as the V1s. This one is the one that plugs into the stock harness. It's the one that gives you the high beams, the low beams. And this connector here, like in the first video, is the connector that connects directly to these connectors if you're not going to be doing the street legal harness. But if you're going to do the street legal harness, it plugs directly into that and you're ready to cook. So this is actually the left side. I'm going to get the right side because we actually have the V1 on the bike right now, and we're going to do a bit of a comparison. But just to unbox this fully, this is the box. This is the additional wire I was talking about. And then, well, technically we're going to be putting both of these on. So I'm just going to set this down for the time being, and we'll come back to it whenever we're ready to put both of them on. And obviously the last thing that's in this box is the right headlight. Obviously it's the same as the left. It's just the right side. So now that we have everything unpacked from the box, we're going to go ahead and get into the installation part of the V2s. Probably the most awaited part. Let's get into that install.
So what's the install?
This is brand new. Do not break it, please. James, I'm gonna need a new set in like 20 minutes.
So if you look down here, I've already done this once. So we're gonna refer to video 1 for how to take this headlight off. So we'll send you guys there now. All right. So let's go ahead and start taking off these factory headlights. All you're gonna need is a 10mm, a flathead screwdriver, and a Phillips head screwdriver, I believe. This mount here is different on the older style Raptors. This is just a regular bolt, and I believe this is just a twist connect. So this will just pop off, and there's one bolt here. So let's go ahead and start taking that out. That comes off, and this just slides off. Okay, so I lied. So all this was, I thought this was a twist connect, and after looking at it, if I can speak, all you do is there's this grommet here, and you just twist the light out once you get this grommet outside of this here. So it's just one bolt and then 2 rubber grommets, and they just slide right out. So your headlight is uninstalled. Hey, you guys made it back. I got the headlight off. Anyway, so same thing as the V1s. If you guys have seen that video, you can't actually, or the V2s or the V1s don't come with this headlight shroud here, this housing shroud. You actually have to take this off and reuse it. Same as the grommets. You need to take all 3 grommets out of your headlight. If your headlights don't have grommets like my Raptor did, because it's 20 years old, you can actually buy grommets off of James' website, off of restoquad.com. He sells a pack of 6 of them, so you guys can pick those up and replace them all while you're there. They're on a bunch of different stuff all over different Yamaha machines, so it's always good to have them. But anyway, take those out. Take your little metal bushing out that goes in the top here with this bolt, and then we're gonna pop this off. It's just a couple tabs. So there's 2 on the bottom. So there, there, there. Nope. And one up here. All right. And your nasty headlight comes out of the plastic shroud. I'm gonna set this on the table. I'm gonna go clean this. I'll be right back. All right, so got the shroud on. Same procedure if you have seen the V1 video. This just clips off the old housing. There's little tabs on the back of it, like here, 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 and here. They just clip. On the older styles, there's actually a screw at the back here. but the newer styles don't have that. So just clip the new one on and you're good to go. And then you want to transfer all your grommets over, which I'm actually going to clean those real quick again because I forgot to. So we'll be right back again. All right, got the grommets transferred over. You want to make sure you transfer over the metal bushing that goes in the top one. We're going to slide the headlight on. Everything just slides on to the new mounts. You just got this plastic thing here with a lip on the end of it, and then your metal prong here. So your headlight just slides on like so. We're going to put the bottom one on first. It just slides in place like that. There. Like that. And then you can slide this one on. Maybe. There we go. Pop this one fully, because you don't want to install this one fully yet until you actually get that one started. There we go. And then now we can screw in the top one. There we go. And now your V2 Resto Quad headlights installed. Video's over. Goodbye. Just kidding. I'll show you guys what we did. This is not actually how the instructions say to do it. The instructions give you these two white wires here, and how it wants you to run it is it wants you to run it and connect it, like push a fuse, or push the wires into the fuse itself and then just push the fuse back in. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to trim the lid for the fuse box, and we're going to run the wires here. I've already got them connected here. I got them crimped and shrink wrapped so we can power both of them. I've got it run through here, through the intake, around and up the frame. Up there, you can see it right there underneath the gas tank. Got it up here, got it running up and around, and it's going to come up here, and it's going to come out here. All you need is one power wire, and then we're going to use the other connector that I have. The only wire you need for this is the red wire. That powers your DRLs. The black and the green are not used in this kit, just because the black and the green are used for turn signals, and we don't have turn signals. If you want to, you can actually run the amber light, which would be the green wire. So if you, let me focus. So if you want to run the green wire, you can. That would just turn on your amber light instead of the white DRL. Same thing for the V1s, but it would just turn on this DRL. It would be amber instead of the white LED, but you won't get the startup motion. So you trade off what you want. But I'm going to go ahead and wire this, and we're going to install that. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're actually going to show you the difference of the V1 and the V2 kits. Will, hold on before you hit that switch. First, we're going to show you the startup animation of this one versus that one. This will be the white LEDs and the white LEDs, and then we'll show the amber on the right one, or I'm sorry, my right, your left, of the V2s here. So we'll hit the key. And you can see the difference. This DRL, I think, is just a little brighter. It's a little more clear, a little more crisp than the V1s. And it goes all the way down and has that startup animation. So I'm actually going to take the wire off now. So now I'm going to take the power wire off, which is the red wire like I was telling you about. And we're actually going to show you the turn signals. Now, when you have the street legal harness kit, this actually does the turn signal where it starts from the bottom, I believe, and works its way up to the top, or vice versa. So it's not just blink, blink. It's got an actual animation to it. So we'll show you that now. Or you can have it fully running all the time like this, which I think is really cool to look at. Or this is like how your turn signals would be on the road. So like you're making a right turn. So I think that's pretty cool. So, but we're going to wire the white LEDs for now because it has a startup animation. And if we want to, we could change it in the future, or we can just get the street legal harness kit, and then we'll have turn signals anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now I'm actually connecting the two. Like I said in the last video, I'm using solder heat shrink connects because I feel like they offer a lot better connection than your regular crimp connects, because you have solder in there, and solder is always going to be better than no solder. Just it gives you a more secure connection. So we're going to heat this up here and shrink the wire or the stuff around it. Heat the solder up. Melt that in there like that. And then we're gonna actually let that cool for a sec. Just make sure it's not tacky. And then we're gonna bring this heat shrink over top of everything. I electrical tape the other side, but I decided this side just to heat shrink everything in multiple layers of heat shrink, just because I think it's a little cleaner look. But you can do either way. And then we're going to heat shrink this and maybe burn it. All right. There we go. And as you can see, got one connector. Now we have a good connection, and we'll test to make sure that it still works. And boom. Now we got two Resto Quad headlights installed. Yeah, that's so much better than stock. This thing, like, incredible. So show them the low beams and the highs. And as you can see with the V2, it's more of a focus beam, or like it's more of a high, like a traditional high beam, I should say, where it throws the light really far, whereas the V1 on the right side just focuses your light better. So there's your difference there.
So, same thing as the V1 video. If you guys like the V2 installation, be sure to let us know. We are trying to get better at doing this and giving our honest opinion of the product. And with that in mind, I'm going to say right off the bat, V2s are insane. The difference between the high beam and the focus related beam that's on the V1 is like ridiculously good. If you couldn't tell from the clothes rack over there, it pretty much just shoots a giant beam straight forward, so it gives you the opportunity to see what's in front of you before you even get close to it, which is phenomenal. That was my biggest complaint with the stock headlights. The reason why we don't do night rides anymore is because we couldn't see. There was you were second guessing yourself, and I could confidently ride the Raptor without having to worry about what's in front of me. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing in the next video. I'm going to be taking the both V1 and V2 and doing a direct comparison while sitting on the four-wheeler right there in the driver's seat to see what it looks like in the trees, on the circle track, and if we can think of anywhere else to ride, we'll do that too, just as a comparison to be able to see what we can do to either help him improve it or to promote his really good product right now. Also, speaking of him, go check out Mr. James over at Resto Quad. His YouTube channel and his e-commerce store is linked in the description down below. If you're interested, go purchase some of his stuff. He's a great guy. And if you don't like the product, just take the time to go say, hey, we saw the video, we love your product. He's an awesome guy, really down to earth, and he is a wonderful business owner just from the customer assistance standpoint. He was super nice at Carolina Adventure Road. He was extremely nice on the podcast, and I'm very excited to continue talking and integrating with him in the future. So, without further ado, go check out our comparison video and our V1 video. V1 video is live right now on the channel. If you haven't watched it, the comparison video will be live right after this one, so go check that out because I'm super excited to go ride the Raptor with these two headlights and get an honest comparison of both of them. See you guys in the next video.
Now we the coldest, I'm on 10 with my woadies. Shout out my homies, we gon' ball for them trophies. Like they can't hold me, thinking God, I've been chosen. Go through the motions, all them times I was hopeless. Now we the coldest.
Look, I've been trying to tell y'all since like 1-3. Got my soul up in the trunk, get my God got the key. Spirit trying to talk.